Guys, I was at a Prince after party before everybody else showed up. I could have positioned myself anywhere. I could have been at a party with Prince and left. Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Mug Music. I'm glad you could be with me today. I hope you are all doing really well today. I just got back from voting. I hope everybody did get the chance to go out and vote. By the time this video drops, hopefully we'll have a winner, and it's not going to go to the courts and be a big issue. But get out there and vote and make it happen. But before we get started, I want to let you know that Red Mug Music is sponsored by Holli Carter, vacation consultant with the Magic for Less Travel. This barcode, you can scan it, or you can just go into your browser and type doabledisney.com for a free, no obligation quote for personalized service with expert guidance. And you'll be on your way to giving your family something to look forward to. So if you're ready to go to Disney, Disneyland's not open yet, but Disney World is, Universal is, we got, cruise lines that are going to be starting up. Anytime you have anything like that, scan that code or go to doabledisney.com. You're going to be faced with one of the best in the business. You won't be sorry, and tell her that Brian from Red Mug Music sent you. And also, before we go on, I want you to remind you, stop here. Subscribe. I've got a very small amount of people, a lot of people watching the videos, but a very small amount of people are actually subscribing, and that means you're just going to miss so much material. And you can also ring the bell if you want to make sure that you get a notification every time a new video drops. Now that that's out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that happened last night, and I'm kind of sad. Actually, I'm a lot sad. I've had the pleasure of seeing Prince twice, both in Arkansas, and it is one of the most phenomenal shows you'll ever go see. I mean, he is an entertainer. I mean, I don't have to say, you get it, you understand who Prince is and everything about him. But back in 1998, it was in March. Prince was going to be at the T.H. Barton Coliseum for concert. And this is right after the Emancipation album came out, so I think it was the Jam of the Year tour. But anyway, I was doing some reading, doing some research, trying to get some information on my next video I was going to do about Prince. And fortunately, I came across this information, I'm looking at it right here, about that night that he was in Arkansas. And I'm like, oh, I was there, I'm going to read this. And they're talking about things about, music that he played, like Jam of the Year, Let's Work, Delirious, Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, Little Red Corvette, one of my favorites, I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, then The Cross, so on and so forth. And it was just like, that was just such a great concert. And it also goes on saying that this was the first time Prince had been back to Arkansas since the 1999 tour. So this was a rare occasion. And the reason why he was back was because Morris Hayes in the band was from that area. So I thought maybe this is why they're back. So, either way, I'm glad that they're back, and here we go. Anyway, so I'm looking at this article here, and they're talking about how this particular concert was cut about 20 minutes short, was shorter than the previous gig that they just did in New Orleans, even though the Little Rock crowd was a lot more into it than they were in New Orleans. So I'm not sure why he cut that short. And he commented into the second song, for those of you who haven't seen me before, everything you heard about me is true. I mean, this guy's kind of funny. And and then and then I remember he did a lot of the music in medley form because it's got so much material. And I know a lot of people kind of complained about that, but I found that to be great. I like medleys. I love medleys. When you're able to splice, more than one song together, I love it. I just enjoy that. But there was one medley that he did. It started out with the Ballad of Dorothy Parker, had Girls and Boys, Condition of the Heart, Darling Nikki, Diamonds and Pearls, and the Beautiful Beautiful Ones. I remember when he got to the Darling Nikki part, and as you know, I knew a girl named Nikki. You could say she was a sex fiend. Met her in a hotel lobby, and while he's singing this, he's on the piano, and he's, like I said, it's just a medley. It's very quiet, and when he gets to that part, he stops, and the crowd finishes that line, which is a very adult line. And he just stops and backs up and looks at everybody, and he says, "I'm going to tell your mama." And that was the funniest thing. I mean, Prince's humor is off the charts. And again, I will say it over and over again, it's quite underrated. But that was one of the moments that I remember. It also says he did not perform How Come You Don't Call Me Anymore, which was the first time since August of 97 that he didn't. And then he played other songs like Kiss and Get Off and Baby I'm a Star, 1999. And I remember at one point, he allowed a bunch of people to get on stage, and I think Prince was known to do this. And there was this guy that he was up there, and he was really trying to make a name for himself, and he was like acting like Prince. And, I remember he was, doing the hand up to the ear, trying to get the crowd into it. And he was just all over the stage, but I remember he went up the ramp, and he started coming back down. And when he did, I don't know if he got too fast or if he tripped or whatever, but he wiped out completely. And of course, we all enjoyed it, including Prince. And Prince, he said, "Come up here at your own risk. I ain't got no insurance." And again, just more humor on Prince's part. So we had a great time. This was a really good night. To be able to see Prince again, it's just one of those. I mean, you have the Beatles and Elvis, and I really think Prince is in that same category. You just have to see him. If you can't, you had to. It's too late now. But if you were ever able to see Prince, you had your chance. I mean, it was just, you have to do it. Especially if there's going to be an after party. Those are the things that you need to get to if you find out about it, because that's a lot more intimate and you can be a whole lot closer. Well, with that said, I remember being at this concert. I remember I was on the floor level, kind of far back, but I had pretty good seats. And the word was getting around that there was going to be an after party at Joe's Big Bamboo. Now, Joe's Big Bamboo was like a fairly popular bar that everybody frequented, that lived in the North Little Rock area. And if you're from that area, and if you've ever been to Joe's Big Bamboo, comment down below. Let me know. Let me hear from all my Arkansas people. I don't live there anymore. I'm in Atlanta now, so. But I remember Joe's Big Bamboo was kind of a big deal, and I got invited to the after party. And me, being the skeptic that I am, thought, I bet you the owners of Joe's Big Bamboo is just trying to get people to come over. There's not going to be an after party there. It's just going to be, a bunch of people waiting for Prince, and he's never going to show up, right? However, this was an opportunity that I did not want to miss, right? Not every day you get invited to a Prince after party. So I went. Well, the concert was over. It was phenomenal, as usual. And I made my way over to the party, or Joe's Big Bamboo. And I remember when I got there, it was absolutely dead. I mean, normal. Let's see, I don't remember what day this was. I don't remember it on here, but I just remember it didn't really seem to be that lively. And I stuck around for a while and looked around. And I was like, I don't think this is a thing. I think we got duped. I was told to come here, just so they can make a couple of sales on drinks or whatever. So I left. That was it. So with that said, last night I was looking over some notes. I was reading this Funk Bible, and come to find out, the official after party was indeed held at Joe's Big Bamboo, and Prince arrived there about 2:15 in the morning. but he only stayed for about an hour and 5 minutes. But he spent most of the time in a separate section called the Cowboy 2000. And by what I'm reading here, most of the people that were there were crowded around the entrance because they were trying to look in and see Prince. And the DJ finally kind of got them to back off a little bit. And when they did, Prince went to the DJ booth and he started playing the 16-minute mega mix from a CD containing like Pop Life, She's Always in My Hair, which is one of my favorite songs. Big Fun, Face Down, and some samples. It even says Violet, the Organ Grinder, Gangster Glam, Jam of the Year, Joint to Joint, P Control, and then he left shortly after. Guys, I was at a Prince after party before everybody else showed up. I could have positioned myself anywhere. I could have been at a party with Prince and left. I freaking left. When I read this last night, it's like my heart just sank because Prince is my favorite artist of all time, ever. And to be able to be at an after party, even if he doesn't perform, even if he's just in the DJ booth, I mean, I could have been that close. And music that was put on by him, I mean, that would have been the highlight of my life. And I said, nah, nothing going on here. Nothing to see here. I'm going home. And I went home and I missed the after party. So one of the biggest sorrows of my life is missing this after party in 1998 after watching one of the best concerts I ever seen in my life. So anyway, I just thought I would share this with you because I'm pretty distraught about it. I mean, I'll get over it. I'll be fine. Nothing I can do about it now, but just, wow, talk about a missed opportunity. But anyway, have any of you been to a Prince after party? Have any of you been to a concert? Where did you see him in concert? Comment down below. Let's see all my Prince fans that got to do these things. But that's it. That's my story for today. I just thought I'd tell you guys a story, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you could be with me today. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Red Mug Music. I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/Red Mug Music. I've got my website that I've not really been updating that well, but I should get better. redmugmusic.com. Again, don't forget Holli Carter, vacation consultant for the Magic for Less. I'll have her link down below if you're ready to go on that vacation. And again, give your family something to look forward to. Do that. You'll get exceptional service there. But I think it's going to be it for today. I'm so happy you could come hang out with me today, and I will see you next week.